Mmusi, what, to your mind, do you believe are major problems facing South Africa at this time that the DA has got alternative solutions to?
It's an important time in our country. It's a time in our nation when many others are wondering where is the leadership that will take us forward? What is the vision for South Africa? And I think ours is to say we want to build a South Africa that's got an inclusive economy, because our greatest challenge is the fact that there's so many young people who can't find work. There's so many, 35% of South Africans can't find work. It's a challenge that if we don't address, we'll start to regress the advances we've made in our freedom. But we've got to make sure that we've got an education system that empowers South Africans to be able to compete anywhere else in the world. We've got to make sure that without fail we talk about a safe South Africa that people have got access to healthcare. And we believe we've got alternatives for that. We've got a vision for South Africa that is inclusive of that, a South Africa that's innovative, that will make sure that we compete against anyone in the world.
Well, one could argue and say that's a bit of wishful thinking on your side, because many commentators on the economy have said that we have a structural problem in South Africa. We've had periods of growth which did not produce any opportunities, and therefore you need serious restructuring of this economy. Where would you start?
Absolutely. I think our greatest challenge is the fact that we've been ideologically inconsistent. I think for many people who are trying to invest in South Africa, they look and they say, why is the state taking such a strong interest in this particular industry instead of divesting away from it? And I think one of the things that we've got to focus on is make sure that in fact structurally we open up opportunities for small businesses. We've got to make sure that we build infrastructure in communities that don't have. We must include ICT infrastructure in those spaces. We must make sure that the labor relationships become ones that are easier to manage. We've got to make sure that we build, particularly in the energy sector, make sure that we can allow independent power producers to come on board. This is about ensuring that in fact where the state cannot have competence in, it can pull away from, and that ultimately we can allow more South Africans to come on board.
Thanks very much, Mmusi Maimane.
Much appreciated.
Much appreciated.